Computer. All right, so bingo is happening on the 30th, and I know we've talked a lot about bingo. I'm just going to give an overview and then let you guys ask questions, okay? So jot down questions if you have any questions. But so bingo is, if you went before, you know how it works. So it's just exactly the same, except for tables this time are $15. So since last time we didn't have to pay for the room, we just had to pay for all the supplies. It was just $10, but this time it's $15. So the reason it's $15, it's just like hosting a party. So if you're inviting hosts, it's really easy to say, instead of having to buy snacks and clean your house, like it's just $15 and we're going to give away way more stuff. So it's actually going to save them money because they don't have to buy any food. So it's $15 per table for you. If you're going to have your table and invite your friends, there's $15 per hostess. So the hostess has to pay the $15, but that's nominal. It's not a big deal. So this time we're just going to demo the household package plus. So we're not even going to demo very much. We're just going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to give a blurb for hosting, so to hopefully get you guys some more bookings, whether or not we're going to do bingo again in February, hopefully. So hopefully you can get a booking or two and then do bingo again or get some home bookings out of that. That'd be great too. So we're going to do the booking plug for you.
We will have the February date and location by the bingo time.
Yes, we're going to get our crap together, so don't you worry. I mean, we plan on it, so here's open. So let me see who texted me. April. Okay, April's hopping on. So it'll be super easy, more casual, but our main goal would be to talk about that. We want people to buy food, but we're also going to highlight Christmas presents. So helping people understand, like, you can knock out a lot of your Christmas presents tonight, help out your hostess at the same time, and buy stuff that you know they're going to love. And Katie is like a genius. I don't come up with anything new, but she has put together some packages. We were at Panera and she was putting them together while I was complaining about a headache. It was really a great gig. But she's got some packages set up that we're going to display, and we're going to kind of talk through a little bit, right, Katie? Don't you want to talk about them a little bit?
Yeah, so let me show you what those look like.
Yeah, and we'll have a flyer for them too, I hope.
Well, so this is one package, okay? So this package is called the Gift for the Traveler, which is so creative, I know. But so all of these will be packaged. This is a discounted price, 10%. So what they're doing, if they buy it, this is the price that they're getting it at. So you're giving them 10% only if they buy one of the packages that we made. If you want to say, if you spend over $100, you can get 10% too, or something like that. And then you'll order it all for them. But on their order form, just to be fast, we want you to put this. So it'd say, act like that says Safe Haven package, right? And then this is the order. But you want to make sure when you're doing it that it's like optic scarf, and you say like the butterfly print, so you know which color that they're wanting there. But this is the price that we're giving it to them at a discounted price, so they know that. I'm going to print these off, so every table will have a few of them, and then you'll have kind of your cheat sheet as well of what that looks like. And then so there is 6 of those little gifts, and then there's stocking stuffers. So this was anything that we could think of that's worth kind of giving as a gift, that's $20 off, or $20 or less. I'm telling people that if they order at least 3 of these, they can get 10% off of that. And that can be kind of their holiday order too. We're trying to at least get them to spend almost $50 at the least, so it's a little bit worth it giving them that chunk of change off, because initially you're pretty much just paying for their tax. So there's lots of those, and then this is what it will look like when we're having it displayed for them. So with everything, we're going to try to at least talk about or demo one thing that's in all of these gifts. So this is another one. So we'll probably let them use, like, we can have some body balm, and they can come up and try it and use it if they want. They can try the, hold on, Adam, will you get the dog? She's eating something. Sorry. They can try to use the hand cream if they want. And then will be displayed beside it, and we'll have everything kind of in like a little box, so they can kind of get a visual of what that would look like. So we'll have all of that at the front with us, and like Jenna said, we're only going to do the Household Plus package just so they can kind of get the gist of Norwex, but then everything else will be full and party.
So that'll be set up as a table, and beforehand we'll we'll want everyone to go through and look at those before they actually start playing bingo. So they'll know what they is, so they can know what they are, so they can touch them. Especially, we'll hopefully have a box of all those stocking stuffers, so they can look through them and see and get an idea of what they want. So that'll be displayed for them, so they can get their hands on and touch it and look and see. So if you're at a table and you have guests, make sure that we're going to make sure that they all at least look at that and touch and look before they play bingo.
Let me share my screen so I can show you guys what the bingo host checklist looks like and what kind of the bingo rules are. And you guys will have this to give to your host, and you'll also have these at your tables too. So I'm going to share really quick. Can everybody see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on, let me get to the right page. Okay, so here's your host checklist. I posted this on Facebook, so I just pulled it up. They're going to still, this is exactly like the host checklist we all use. They're still going to try to invite at least 40 people. We already made the invitation, so you're welcome to send that out or make your own if you want. Send out personal invitations. They get a $5 credit for that. If you want this to not be all of that and different, you can, but honestly, the most that I give people is maybe $15 if they do all of this. And if they hit every single step, you're making a lot of money off of them. So it's okay for you to get a little bit out of it. But I know you're also discounting stuff. So whatever you're comfortable with here, if you aren't comfortable with this, I can send you a blank one and you can decide what you want to do here. So they're going to send out the invitation and they're going to send you a list of that invitation. So say it has 40 names on it. After they send it to all 40 people, tell them you just want a picture of it so you can give them a $5 credit, just so you know that they actually at least wrote people's names down, right? If they're going to go through the time to write all of their names down, then they're probably going to invite them all. If they get 3 outside orders, so you can still send them a party link, they get a $5 credit. If you're hosting your own party, obviously none of this applies because you're not going to give yourself $5. You're getting paid anyways. They need to pay $15 for the host table by the 15th. So we need to probably try to get these out quickly. Talk with Jenna or I or whoever your leader is if you're like, hey, they are sending it to me then. We just need to be paid by the 15th so we can go out. We're getting everything for you guys. So we can go out and get the food, get the napkins, get all of that, and have enough time to get everything ready, okay? If they find one friend before the party to say like, hey, I'll host a party or I want to host a bingo party, this is probably going to happen at the bingo party, but before we start bingo, let's say that. So if someone says before bingo that they'll host a party, you can give them this. So before we sit down and start the whole presentation. So even if in the 30 minutes that they're just kind of hanging out before it happens, if someone says they'll host, you can give them that. This is just kind of to help us get them to talk to their people a little bit more. We want them to at least have 5 people at bingo with them. They don't count in this 5. And that just kind of fills a table. That's worth their time. It's worth our time. I think everybody can do this because they can all ride together. You can put 5 people in your car for sure. And then if they have 10 people there, they just get $10. So you're not giving 15 here. You're either giving 5 or 10. We do, if they have $1,000 party, here's what this means. Say they have $1,000 party. If Norwex gives them the host cash of like $120 or whatever it is, and they want to spend $200, I just always give them 20% off of that, whatever their overage is. Does that make sense to everybody? So if they're paying $50 difference because they went over, I just give them $20 off that $50. Usually it's because I'm either trying to get them to hit that $750 mark, or if they're at that, like if they're at like $900 and they want to spend $100 of their own to get that $1,000 party, then that's kind of an incentive for them just to buy a little bit. This only happens if they have $1,000 party. Okay, so that's the host checklist. You can send that up if you want. Here's how bingo is going to work. So everybody's going to we're going to do our demo. We're going to talk over the Christmas presents. And then this is when they're shopping, okay? So this is kind of your part. And this will be at your table for you. This will be a cheat sheet for you. You can send this to your host if she's wondering how it works. Everybody's going to get one card for free. We'll play one free bingo game. So every single person that's there will get to at least play one game. For every 25 they spend, they get a card. So if they spend 75, they get 3 cards. They get 3 cards for booking. They get 3 cards for joining Norwex, and they get a card if they bring a friend. Okay. So the way that works, shops. There we go. So the way that works is some people had 10 cards in front of them. That's just is going to help them if they're like at $60 and they're like, I only have to spend $15 more and I get a bingo card. And those people that had multiple bingo cards, I think they really only won like one time. I don't think we had someone that won multiple times. So it was great because everybody still won. But they all were, if they were close to getting it, they just put themselves kind of over that edge. And then that's more for you because that's a $75 order, right? So does that make sense to everybody, the way that all of that's going to work? Just nod your head, yes or no.
People love to win. People love free stuff.
Yeah.
And we want sales out of this. So we're just incentivizing the things that are going to get us sales and get us business because it works. Because when we announce that when you get a booking, if you book a party, you get more cards. We had more bookings all of a sudden. So this is just helping us incentivize, helping build your business.
And so for giveaways, for every party that you have, whether you're hosting or you have a couple of hosts, for every party that you're doing that night, we want you to bring at least one gift. If you have some, like, this can be a gift, this optic scarf. If you just have some random stuff like that, even just one kitchen towel, whatever it is, we want to give those away. Let's try, we don't want to do EnviroCloth, window cloth, stuff like that people probably already have, kind of that random stuff that they may not have, right? That we all kind of have that's just sitting there. And so if you want to bring more, then we can do more gifts. And we'll usually, if we have an optic scarf, we'll probably put it with, I don't know, like a sample size of the soap or something. We usually try to put stuff together and it's not just one thing that they're winning, but they're still winning something. And then we always, Jenna and I do big prizes. So there's always a big prize for everybody at the end too that somebody can win.
So yeah, we'll do a few bigger prizes towards the end. So just think about bingo. I know this sounds like a lot of information, but just think about that night. You have the potential to have 3 or 4 parties. So go and ask 15 people to host. Don't just ask 1 or 2 and be like, I can't find anybody. Go ask everybody to host. Imagine if you have 3 or 4 parties and all of them are average $550 and you have 3 parties. Well, that's like $1,700 in sales. And so that's a big deal. Like you get the free box of Norwex, and we're planning on closing. My plan is to close in December, because traditionally every single year Norwex has done your 40% commissions instead of 35% commission. So even though we're giving the 10% off, it's really not that much because we're making extra money. Does that make sense? So they're getting a good deal, but then we're getting paid 40% instead of the 35%. So we really aren't losing that much money. And then you have the potential to get bookings from there. Maybe you just want to do bingo, and that's great. You can do a few more parties at bingo next time. And then just think of the money that you get to make. Like we're going to all be paying for Christmas gifts soon. We all are feeling the burden. It sounds like lots of fun, but then we start buying stuff and we're like, oh gosh, that would be nice to have some more cash. It could help you pay for your Christmas present. So put the work in. It'll be worth it. I promise. We all left with great sales and bookings last time. So it's totally worth it. Katie, did you want to say something?
Yeah. So even if you do just a party for yourself, but one average party at say 30% off, because you might be giving a percentage away to people, you still get about $160. So that's for sure extra money for Christmas.
Right.
But yes, I got a booking that was a home booking, and she did a home booking, and now she's coming back to do a bingo party. So also think about your people who may just buy laundry detergent from you. They're just kind of are randomly buying from you. Think about it almost like a customer appreciation. Say, hey, you've bought a lot. I'm very thankful. Would you and some friends want to come play bingo? You get to be the host, so you get to get all the host rewards. And then your friends can play bingo and buy some Norwex, and you guys can hang out together and all win prizes. I said that to someone, and she was super excited about it. Also, if you are hosting for yourself, an option is you can get your family and friends to come, and then you can have a mystery host, or you can keep the host rewards yourself, whatever you would like to do with that. What I usually do for a mystery host is I give the mystery host the package. So if it's the $550 package, she gets that package. And then I can keep the host cash and just order some stuff that I would maybe want to give away at parties. And so that way I can still keep that host cash. But then you can say, incentivize your friends to come and be like, someone will get to leave with a lot of prizes plus all the host prizes, whatever that is. So there's a lot of ways to do it for potential to have really great parties.
Mm-hmm. And it really is like, it was a blast. It's so much fun to do a party. It's like doing a party with all your friends. So it really is a lot of fun. It was a little crazy last time, so we've learned some things. So it's going to be a little bit more structured, but it's just I think about it and I'm like, that was a fun night. That was just a lot of fun. And so I think your customers will feel the same way. If you host your own party, your friends will feel the same way. So it's just a really fun night, a great way to build your business too. All right. Are there any questions about bingo? All right, I'm going to unmute Brianna. Go ahead.
Okay. Quick, can you clarify start time for the actual bingo?
Yes, it starts at 7. We're hoping to get there at 6:30, 6:15. I have the room from 6 to 10. So I'll probably move in right at 6 and start setting up. So you can get there as early as you can. I'd like everyone to be there by 6:30. And then it starts at 7. It's supposed to end at 9, but you know how endings work. But those are the time frames.
Okay. And then have we worked out when we have multiples? Have we decided?
Yes. So I figured out how to work that out. So
okay.
We have to hand them out the right way. So I'll have to order.
Are you talking about multiple
bingo cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the books were color coded, and I didn't realize that. And so I think you have to do one of each. So I'm gonna do some more research. I'm talking to some girls who have done it before with huge groups, helping me troubleshoot that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that I would have, all of the people that won. It would just make the bingo go faster.
What do you mean?
If we did give
multiple cards,
one, even though there were multiples in one.
Right. We did that last time, right?
Not the beginning.
Not I took over and I was like, everyone gets one. Too hard.
Yeah.
But yes. If we have to double, it would be everyone gets one. I mean, we ran out of time anyway, so it's not like if
right
multiples. If it ends up multiples and I can't figure it out, then we'll give everyone that bingoed card prize.
That was just the feedback from the one person was. Then it changed. We don't want to change any of the rules because I had if we can make sure that the rules are the same.
Right.
I just had one person that she was one of the people that had added because she hosted or she added a party when we did the host tree or whatever.
Right.
Stacking the hostess. And then it went like the next round went immediately to blackout and she was like, ah!
Oh gosh.
We're gonna do all of that from the front. So we're not gonna do any like what you start bingo with card wise, that's what you get. We're not gonna
we're not gonna add extra. We realized that was bad. So
yeah.
Cool. We're gonna do bookings at the beginning.
And you know what? Someone may say after bingo that they want to host a party because they saw how fun it was. They're still going to get a ton of host rewards. So they're not going to be mad that they didn't get one bingo card.
Right.
We're going to try. And that's why we put that on that host checklist for our host to just know she needs one person. She's going to be trying to talk somebody into the whole time that my host always knows she needs one person. When someone's like, I love all this, I have a host that's always saying, host a party then, and she talks them into it more than you'd have to.
Yeah. All right. I unmuted everybody. Does anybody else have a question? Are we good?
I can't think of any now.
Okay. Well, if you have one, just someone say something. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Okay.
All right.
So the invitation that we made is on our Facebook page. The host checklist and the kind of bingo guidelines are all on the Facebook page. So if you want to use all that, just save it, screenshot it, whatever you want to do, it is yours to use. I would, by this weekend, kind of have an idea of who you're going to have with you because you want them to start inviting now, just because it's holiday season. It's going to be crazy. I've already sent mine out to all of my hosts for bingo, and they're already trying to invite people. So we wanted to try to get that to you as quick as we could so you guys could start thinking about people. But for sure, at least host your own party. Have your family come. We're trying to figure out how people could maybe buy, well, I don't know. We're trying to figure out maybe gift certificates that someone could order their own thing, but I don't know how we would do that with a party. So if anybody has any ideas on how to do a Norwex gift certificate without us having to just keep up with people's money until that person wants to use it, or we don't know. But if anybody can figure that out, please tell us, because our brains don't work that way.
All right, real quick too, I want to mention something. So you guys know that there's the reduced qualifications for new recruits until noon tomorrow. So if you haven't reached out to anybody, I wasn't going to text anybody. I was like, oh, can't think of anybody. But then I was like, I'm going to go back to my past hosts, my past people, and I was able to find a couple people that wanted to sign up. So don't forget that that's until noon tomorrow. That reduced qualification is it's like a standard kit. It's the best time to sign up because you get all the stuff for free. 1,000, 2,000 is doable. 1,000 is super doable. So if you know anyone that's interested in signing up, think about your past hosts that were awesome or your friends that love Norwex. They could sign up, they could host a party, and they're really close to hitting so they could come to bingo. Like you could invite them to bingo. It would be a really easy way for them to get started. We would help them get some bookings. So I feel like if you know of anybody, think you have a few more hours to figure it out. But someone signed up, let's say they got like the gold package still. They signed up and they got that gold package and they hosted at bingo. They're almost guaranteed $1,000 and they got their kit for free. So if you know anyone, if you can think of anyone that is potentially, it's not going to hurt your feelings if they say no. It's like offering dessert, right? We're not upset when someone says no to our dessert. It's the same thing. Offer it to them. And this is like an easy time. We got a set up party for them on the 30th. Like this would be a great time to start recruiting. So don't be afraid of doing that at the last minute. Worth it.
And even in your recruiting talks and your parties, add bingo in there, because our ultimate goal is for this to be every other month. Sorry. So you can say to the person who says, I'm too busy to do 8 parties a month, say, great, you could do 3 at one time in one day. How does that sound? And then kind of tell them about that. So use this as a tool too. That's our ultimate goal, is that this can be just like a thing for the busy person who wants that extra money and wants to be a consultant but can't think about giving up 8 nights, or something like that. So use this as a tool, because we're going to be doing it quite often.
All right, Katie, real quick, do you want to talk about how you're doing your holiday parties for just a few minutes and then we'll be done?
Yeah, so holiday parties kind of look the same. I made these just for holiday parties, and we're going to use them at bingo. So what I'm going to do at holiday party is set up just like bingo is. I'm going to just do actually the household package and just reference the dusting wands and say that's the household plus. So I'll kind of tell them with that every package has this stuff and then goes up. And then I'm going to demo or let them try one thing from each of these packages. There's 6. And then I have them in those boxes. I found like kind of a little holiday looking treasure chest at Hobby Lobby that looks like those boxes. And I'm going to put all the stocking stuffers in there. And so instead of doing the whole demo and the whole party, I'm just doing the household package and then telling them that all packages in the back or all of my Christmas packages are 10% off if they buy them. If they bring a friend to a party from November to December, they get 10% off. And so I essentially could give someone 20% off. But if they've brought a friend and they're spending money on one of these packages, that sounds like a lot, but they're spending a lot. So it's okay to take that percentage off. And so then I'm also going to show the mop and talk about how you can get your mop for free for hosting a party. And that's my plug for that. So it's going to be a super quick party, but it's going to be a holiday party. I'm doing that all of November, and I have parties in December that I'm doing that for as well, because people are wanting to buy for other people right now. They're not thinking about buying for themselves. So if we can kind of shift our parties to these are gifts that you can give someone, and this is great because then they don't have to go out and buy all of these things again, because they don't have to go buy paper towels because they can use a kitchen towel or kitchen cloth set, anything like that. So we're changing that to where it can be a holiday party. So if you're interested in holiday parties, you can message me and I'll kind of walk you through exactly what that may look like. But I think it's a good way to just, at least, even if you have one special, you don't have to do all the specials. But if you say, this is my holiday gift special, you can buy for yourself for sure, but you for sure want to buy for other people. And I know that. Here's some stocking stuffers, anything like that. And it's just stuff that's $20 and under they could add to their party. But you always want to think that the way that your customer is thinking. So right now they're thinking gifts. So you want to add that to your party for sure.
Right. And I will just add too, like, the reason you want to give, like, I'm doing holiday parties. I'm still stealing some side ideas from Katie, but I'm not doing 10% off if you bring a friend. So that's totally fine that Katie's doing that. I'm doing, I send out a reminder the day before, and on it says, bring a friend, get a free gift, which I'm giving out like Sperry sponges, or I'm giving out like a Spearnet or something really cheap, or like a straw, right? A stainless steel straw, but they still got a gift, and that's good. Or like you could do little travel and bar cloths. So I'm doing that, but I'm giving 10% off, and we're putting that on our invitations. So the reason we're doing that is because I hate giving money away. I hate giving discounts. So that's not my nature. I'm not like, oh, let's give 10% off everything. Like, it causes me anxiety. So this is the reason we're doing it. So people will come to parties, right? So they are a little bit extra stressed during the holidays. They're a little bit extra busy. So when they see 10% off on the invitation, they're like, I want to come, right? Because people love discounts. Also, our goal is to keep our businesses moving forward, right? December is not the end of my business. I need to keep getting bookings. I need to keep getting parties. So if I give a little bit of a discount for a few months, that's fine, because it helps me continue to get in contact with new people, meet new hosts, to where I can start January strong. Does that make sense? So yes, you may be giving away a little bit, but it's getting people at your parties. It's getting people to buy. It's getting people to love Norwex, to keep your business moving forward, because you don't want to because there's going to be extra cancellations in November and December. So I also book more than I would really want to do, because I know people are going to cancel. I give extra discounts just to keep your business moving forward, because we don't want to hit December and lose 4 out of 5 parties and then we're stuck, right? We want to keep our business moving forward. So the discount is not just because we're being nice, although it's good to be nice. You should do that, but it's self-serving. It's good for your business to keep your business moving forward.
And even if you're only doing 2 or 3 parties in December and you have 8 in January, because everyone from October to November wanted to book into January and get out of the holiday time, that's okay. But that is very far away. So you want to give them some incentive for keeping their party in January. So you can text all of your January hosts and say, hey, it's a new year. I'm super excited about your party. Since you're hosting the very first month of the year, you get a free whatever, a body pack or a free Chanel hand towel. You want to incentivize them to keep that January party, because that's also hard if you, I mean, I get it. I have 3 parties in December and that's it, because everybody wanted to go into January. But if you can incentivize them keeping that party, then they're going to keep it, and you just want to keep on to them. So it's a little bit more work too. So even if you are not even looking at December, I would at least try to do 1, but that's why bingo is great, because you can cancel or you can close those in December, but you want to keep on those people. Do not wait until December 29th to text them about their January party, because they are not thinking about it, and give them something to look forward to with it.
All right, ladies, do you guys have any other questions? You can raise your hand or do a little dance or something, so we'll see you. Brianna, do you have a question, or you just like to dance?
Yeah, well, I do like to dance, but I do have another question. Back to bingo, what is, do you need a PA system?
Yes.
Okay.
There's not one in there. Your dad has one, yeah?
Bingo Glenn will be there with his PA
Brianna's
system.
dad is
I'm so excited. He was the highlight of the last bingo, and he was barely up there. So imagine him with a microphone the whole time. It's going to be super fun.
Oh, his ego does not need all of this.
Don't tell him we said that.
If we're stroking his ego with a Norwex bingo party,
I think we're making dreams come true, guys.
Awesome.
Thanks y'all for jumping on. Let us know if you have any questions. Do not hesitate to